He has seen a lot of factories, few things surprise him anymore. You might call him jaded, but in early July, he went to a bizarre place unlike the rest of the universe, Sandpoint, Alaska.
Sandpoint, Alaska is like going to the moon. The life and culture are way different from anything I've ever experienced. Sandpoint's on the Aleutian Island chain below mainland Alaska. And people, it's about 6 miles across. There are 800 to 900 people that live there. People joke about being able to see Russia from Sandpoint, but you can't. But you can see mainland Alaska way out on the horizon. The island has the world's smallest airport. I would guess the terminal is a little smaller than this room. It has a desk, a scale, a computer, and a door that goes out to the tarmac. There's one passenger flight per day and no security. The anchor industry on the island is a fish processing plant that's built on a big pier that sticks out into the water. Depending on the season, cod, pollock, fish, salmon, and herring, and occasionally crab. Boats loaded with these fish pull up, and the fishermen sell their catch to the processing plant. A cool device called a fish pump sucks in huge gulps of fish and then spits them out into the processing area without damaging them. The workers first sort the fish by species and pack them in ice. And as soon as the plant's ready, they bring them in and they have a device that takes the heads off and guts them. Then the fish are graded and perhaps filleted, most probably frozen. And most fish ends up being flown to Anchorage, where it's then trucked across North America. All the fish heads, guts, bones, fins, anything that's not sold as a food product gets sent to the meal plant where it's ground up, cooked, and dried. Oddly enough, most of the fish meal ends up going to China to feed eels. So I don't understand that. And some of it ends up in pet food. And fish oil is sold in these large totes that are moved around with forklifts. Or if the price of fish oil is low enough, they'll actually just burn the fish oil in lieu of diesel fuel. They burn, the whole plant's operated on diesel. They make all their own electricity. The craziest thing is the work schedule. The plant labor force works 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 4 months. That's 4 months without a day off. And I complained once when I had to work like 12 days without a day off, but I can't even imagine 4 months. But they seem to be paid reasonably well, and the plant has a kind of a family atmosphere to it, so it's not 4 months of misery. And most of the workers, when their 4 month shift is over, they fly to the lower 48 for a month of vacation. During some seasons, when the fish come in big pulses, or maybe no fish, they will get a day off occasionally, but the other days are these 16-hour power shifts. And these power shifts are so demanding when they happen that there's not even time to do your own laundry. And so the company will pay other people to do your laundry for you because they'd rather have you at work than doing your laundry. Nearly everyone lives in free company housing, these bunk houses or small homes that are within a short walk of the plant. And the meals are free too. The galley has a very nice variety of yummy food. But you can guess what every lunch and dinner menu includes. Fish! I ate 11 servings of fish in 5 days, and it was wonderful. It's probably the freshest fish I'll ever eat in my whole life. I would guess that a little less than half of the people there are Caucasian. There are a lot of Filipinos, Latinos, and Aleuts, the local native tribe, and a few African Americans. Many people don't speak English very well, or at all. And since I was there for work, I worked a lot and didn't get a lot of opportunities to sample the local culture, but I did notice a few things. There are 2 bars, 2 churches, and 2 restaurants. There's a company store, a non-company store, a harbor full of boats, fishing boats, and a whole bunch of four-wheelers. Unusually large population of four-wheelers. And I'm under the impression that Sandpoint, Alaska is the most alien town in the United States of America. And since you'll probably never get a chance to visit, I hope you've enjoyed my perspective.
Thank you.